in 2 Kings chapters 1 through 4. Let's get it. Chapter 1 of 2 Kings, we already know Elijah is that guy. Elijah is minding his own business, doing his things. God is watching the leaders just do the tomfoolery they're doing, especially King Ahaziah. And he abandoned looking for God. He has his own gods. He has this other god called Beelzebub. And God was not playing with his name. God is not playing with his name in any way. So when they send out to go talk to these prophets, we see that Elijah confronts the king's messengers and basically tells them, hey, there's no God of Israel, I guess, anymore, so go ahead. That was God's judgment. He said, no, do your thing, buddy. The king then was like, oh man, conviction hit, and he goes to send for Elijah. And Elijah is sitting on the top of this mountain, rock, whatever you want to call it, and he's like, if I'm a man of God, make fire come down from the heaven. And it did. 2 times. Why is that important? Because God was not playing with his name. He wasn't playing with the disrespect, and Elijah followed suit. I'm not playing with my name either. If I'm really a man of God like you claim that I am, let me see it come to pass. And so this is not God trying to be petty or trying to be prideful in any way. No, this is God enforcing respect on his name, just like Elijah was doing as well. He was enforcing respect on his name as a man of God. Chapter 2, Elijah is taken up to God. Now, we don't know exactly how it works. I can't tell you the science and the logic behind all of it. I just tell you, hey, what the Bible says is what the Bible says. They were walking through all these cities, gets to a certain point, splits the sea, goes across. As soon as he gets across, freaking chariot of fire comes out, picks him up, takes him up to the sky. And the thing that we want to focus on is that Elisha, the disciple of Elijah, basically says, hey, before you go, I want double portion. I want double portion of your spirit. What does that even look like? What does that even mean? Well, essentially what he's saying is, I want my inheritance. I have served as an assistant. I have served as someone that has been a disciple. I've been here with you throughout the entire journey and the entire process. I want my inheritance as your spiritual son, as someone that has been learning under you. Elijah was like, you've asked for something tough, but if you can stick it through the very end, you got it. It'll be yours. When Elijah is taken up and Elisha's left there and he picks up the cloak, the first thing he does is put it to the test. Where is the God? Where is he? And he smacks that thing on the water and it splits open. That was a definitive moment for Elisha. What was said, what was asked for, it actually came to pass. And from there, we see Elisha's miracle journey begin. We start to see all the things starting to happen. We see that the waters are not clean, so he purifies the waters. As soon as he purifies the water in the cities of Jericho and on his way out, these kids come out and start being disrespectful on his name. If you remember, the last thing Elijah did before he left was getting disrespected on his name. So Elisha is out here leaving the city that he just helped get clean water, and these kids come out there calling him baldy and all these type of things, and he's like, bet, you don't piss me off. Calls out the bear to come and kill him. It's sad, but this dude is moving in the portion. He deserves the same respect that his predecessor Elijah was getting. Chapter 3, we continue to see Elisha moving in these miracles, and he's very different in personality, but not in the conviction. He has the same convictions that Elijah did, and so much so that when the king of Israel comes to seek guidance from Elisha, we actually see that he was like, yo, I wouldn't even look your way if it wasn't for the king of Judah. Out of that respect, Elisha gives him the word, and even though the leadership of Israel is compromised. Chapter 4, something I really want you to catch is that God can keep a secret. God can keep secrets even from his prophets. The people that he will tell everything to, he'll abstain certain information just because he wants to do something greater at work, or he just wants to preserve the peace of somebody. The woman came with her son dead, and he said, I don't know why this woman's bitter. I don't know why she's grieved. God has not told me the reason why this woman has come to see me. For whatever reason, he keeps this a secret. That's the uniqueness of a relationship with God, that God will actually reserve or restrain information just so that he can be glorified in another way. And as we see the miracles happening, something that's really cool to notate is that there are 7 noted miracles that Elijah does, and there are 14 noted miracles that Elisha does, seeing the double portion at work. So we come to the end of these 4 chapters, and I don't want to overwhelm it because this video will be forever long. We know that Elijah, he's a loner. He is on fire. This dude ministers in a very different manner. He is constantly in the wilderness. He's always confrontational towards people, and he often spoke to the people from outside of the group. Elisha is very different. He's more sociable. He's lives amongst the people. He interacts with families. He's within the city and the town. amount. And whenever he sits to eat with people, he usually ministers from within the group of people. Things that they have in common, though, are that they're both men of God. And this shows us that God doesn't work with limits and restraints on people. He works in unique ways depending on the personality type, and he'll still be glorified just so he can get his purpose across. That's all I have for you guys today. See you in the next one.